Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. So today, oh my God, you can see today I'm wearing black. And I've been through, I've got like, I don't know, maybe about 6, 7 dresses that are all black because I had a previous job. Mind you, this is going back about 10 years ago. Mind you, this is going back more than because I've been in my current role, not my current role, but in my current, with my current company for 10 years. Yeah, 10 years this August. 10 years gone in August. So these dresses are probably, obviously, more than 10 years old. I don't know how much more, but I was with that company maybe for 3 years. So 13 years, some of the dresses. It's only because it wasn't a company. It was with the job, we had to be wearing black at all times. So it was always, I wasn't working at the funeral directors, mind you. It was, it was a hospital setting, but we had to wear black for our role. So that's what I used to do, just wear black. And I still have all the clothes. They all still look very nice, I think. Oh. I don't know. I hope I haven't thrown them away or given them away or anything because, some of them are really pretty. But the only problem that I have, because this was the 6th dress that I tried. So I tried one that had like little nice things at the front, like little gold things on the side. Nope. You can fit it. I was putting it through the bottom, so I was wearing it, put it through the bottom, and it came through the bottom. I couldn't put it over. Another one, I tried it on. I was able to put it on because it has like strips, like sort of strips, so it was easy enough to put on, but I couldn't close the zip. So, and I thought maybe I'll just do it that way, but the strips kept falling down, and I thought, no, I'm not gonna film myself wearing that. And then I tried another one. The arms, like I'll show you the arms. So my arms like this. So that dress, I don't know how I used to wear it because my arms were being as if they were being strangled. So I could get them in, but at a squeeze, they were painful. It was like all you could see was half my arm like popping out, and I thought, no, I'm not gonna do that, even though I'm not gonna show my arms on the video as such, but it still didn't look comfortable. It wouldn't have been comfortable for me. So which means in the last, oh God, I was like, oh, how can I not fit into this clothes? It's only been a few, I still remember wearing them vividly. But it's like I just said, it's been about 10, but between 10 to 13 years. Oh my goodness. Time goes really quickly, and sometimes you don't realize that time goes really quickly. And obviously, over the time, I have put on a bit more weight at the front, at the back, on the side, on the arms, my face, everywhere. I've put on a bit more weight everywhere, and I've been in this job that I do now, I'm a lot more relaxed, and I don't do any walking with the job. You're more sitting down. But with the previous job, even though it was an office job, but there was a lot more. You have to walk down because it was every day in the office. But it was more like if you need something, you climb the stairs and then you go and see somebody. You need something, you climb, you walk down. So it was very energetic. There was a lot more energetic. And obviously, I was 13 years younger. So Goodness me, time goes really quickly. But the reason why I'm wearing black today is because one of my neighbors' father passed away, and he just came back from Reading, where his family lives. So he just came back and he just told me about it. So I'm planning on going. So he told all the other neighbors, just we all knew the father was not feeling well for, I think, from about June, or maybe previously. He was probably 85 to 90, something. Yeah, 85 to 90. I can't remember the exact age. He has mentioned it, but I can't remember the exact age. So he passed away. But it's a little bit tricky because I didn't know when he told me. I didn't know what to do, even though I kind of gave him a hug and everything, and he was emotional. But it's very difficult to try and like how to approach a person who's suffering from grief. So, and what do I say? How do I? Obviously, I said the right things. My condolences. I'm sorry. I asked him, all the details, and he told me all the details. Stuff like that. But it's about trying to make another person feel better, not feel worse. So I was trying to obviously not ask too many things or not speak too much about it, and we then started talking about other things, even though I felt like maybe it should have been nice to carry on that particular conversation. But it's very difficult. It's very, very hard to try and navigate trying to speak to a person who a loved one, who's just lost a loved one. So I'm just gonna go to Tesco or Asda. I think I'll probably go to Tesco because I'm not sure whether the flowers at Asda. I don't know. I might go to Asda. I don't know. I'll go to Asda first because on my way I pass. Before you get to Tesco, you pass through Asda anyway. So I'll probably go to Asda and see what sort of flowers, because I was going to possibly do like a delivery, but a delivery is not as personal. I did a couple of deliveries last week. I sent, not me personally delivering, but online to like a colleague of mine who left, who was retired, was retired and stuff. But this is more personal, where I can potentially get the flowers. I probably won't just get one bouquet. I'll get quite a few and make them into one big one. Hopefully that works. And once I've made them into one big one, and I'm hoping they are representative of like my condolences type of thing, because I'm not sure what sort of flower. I'm not a very flower person. I'm knowledgeable person. I'll probably have to go online first to try and see what sort of flowers would not make another person feel like, oh, why are they buying me romantic flowers? Or obviously, I'm not going to buy roses. Why are they buying me flowers that represent this? Because I think a lot of flowers represent different things at different times. So I just want to make sure that it's not something that is going to like trigger or upset another person. So that's the reason why I'm wearing black. And then after that, just go over to go with one of my other neighbors, pick up one of my other neighbors, not pick them up, but just go knock at their door and then go over to the house together, and then just present the flowers and just make sure that is okay and see what you can do. So because the person is white, it's a little bit difficult to, when it's a black person, I think it's a little bit culturally, you'd go and you start singing or whatever, people would gather around or something like that. People would gather around, and it's not a matter of just having a conversation and stuff like that. But when it's a white person, it's a little bit harder to navigate it because their funerals. So the father passed away on Tuesday, and he passed away on Tuesday. He was back home, back here on Thursday, which is today. So he stayed for 2 days with his mother and obviously the rest of his family. Came back home, and I said, why did you come so quickly? Why did you come back? Because he's retired anyway. And he said, oh, I've got things that I need to do. Obviously, he's got other things. He's got his own home, his own family, his own everything that he needs to do. But I just thought, oh, he should have stayed a bit longer. But that's what, because I was saying your mom is going to be on her own. She's got other people around her where they live in Reading, but it just felt like, oh, maybe you didn't have sometimes you don't, there's too many people and you're not as comfortable, and he was there during the whole time while the father was unwell, so it was probably time. But because the funeral is not till maybe another 3 weeks, so he said he's gonna do whatever he needs. He's got a couple of hospital appointments himself here, and once his hospital appointments are done, he's not gonna go until just maybe before the funeral or something like that. So it's very interesting how different cultures deal with different things, especially like with grief. We might be in the same scenario and everything. I know he's definitely, you are affected. He's your parent, he's your father. He was very emotional about it. But and people deal with things in different ways as well. So hopefully whatever I get to do, whatever the little I get to be able to do, will give a little bit of peace, or will bring a little bit of peace and some sort of like happiness to him, so that he can get out of his because everybody goes through a rabbit hole when a loved one passes away. So hopefully it just brings something for him to cheer up over, and the flowers will probably give him something to cheer up. But I don't know what else I can do, whether to bring some food or to bring, I don't know, because it will feel like it's insulting when you do things like that. I have no idea. I don't know how to deal with it. What is the best way for me to show to show a person that I feel what they feel, or I'm thinking about them, and I'm with their grief with them at the same time. So it's kind of hard, but I'll do what I can, and what I can will have to be good enough, I suppose. But it's just me sitting here not being sure what would be the best way to navigate, passing my condolences, besides just taking flowers to somebody. And most of it, I'll probably just stand outside, because I don't go inside people's houses as such. So we'll probably just have conversations outside the door. So we're not gonna go inside, but at least me going and wearing some of my very floral clothes would probably not be the right thing. I'll probably wear a jumper on top, which has probably got a different color, and nothing floral and whatnot. But that's I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm a little bit anxious about it because I don't want somebody to feel like I don't know. It's hard because you go there and you pass your condolences. Do I say the right things? Did I say the right things, or do I deviate from talking about their father, or do I start talking about other things? Because that might seem as if I'm ignoring the fact that their father's passed away. It's just a little bit harder to try and navigate. So, well, fingers crossed. Wish me luck, and a happy Thursday, and have a good day, everybody. Bye.